Get low when the whistle go. Get low when the whistle go. Get low when the whistle go.
Hey, kids! Hello.
Hello,
Sorry, he
what's
told
up?
me to say that.
What's up, Tsunami? How you guys doing?
Hey!
Yes. So you
Deacon.
might have noticed there are no chairs. So y'all just found
Why?
seats. That's pretty awesome. We got
Why?
a really good game tonight. Really fun game, which we're gonna get to in a second. But if you don't know who I am, my name's Taylor. I work here at
Yep.
Tsunami. Yep.
I'm Matthew. They call me Matthias or a bunch of other names like Shapiro. Hello.
He
Hello.
is usually in the background.
Yeah.
Not tonight.
All the way back there.
Somewhat.
I
Somewhere.
hide in the shadows.
Yes, and
That
it's
sounds creepier
not
than I'm meant it
just
to be.
during the service,
All right.
but all the time.
What are we
Yes.
doing?
We're gonna play a game tonight. Some of you might have heard of it. We are worldwide known for this game.
We are. We invent. Well, I didn't
Possibly.
invent it. Jacob Riggs did.
There's a chance.
Yep.
It is called Floob.
Floob.
Yeah.
Can we say that all at once? 1, 2, 3.
Floob?
Y'all aren't good at it.
Yeah, that was weak.
We'll try again
That
later.
was weak. But
Shall we flube?
It's a competitive game.
It is?
And it's...
It's awesome. It's my favorite game.
You get the stuff.
Okay, I'll get the stuff.
And I'll come down here. Yes. Yes. Pretty excited about this. Yeah. Yeah, all right. So, here's how Floob works, okay? My lovely assistant right here is bringing
Let me
out,
turn
watch
this
out,
on.
right, watch out, right here.
Excuse me!
Right here, we're gonna be bringing this down,
Hi,
right here.
I'm
Watch
yelling
out. Heads
at
up.
you.
Heads up, heads up. Come
Whose
on.
is
Right
that?
down here, right
Thanks.
down. Nice.
I brought
nice.
a cornucopia.
I like it. Oh, lovely.
Cornucopia.
Hey, this looks familiar. I eat this every year
At Thanksgiving.
for Thanksgiving. Yeah. So we have like, you can't see it. We have some instant mashed potatoes.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, they were instant. Oh, this is some blended turkey and rice.
Turkey and rice. Is it baby food?
He's excited about this. No, it's just turkey
just
and rice.
blended. Awesome.
It's this people food.
This people food.
Hello. He keeps saying
We
hi.
got corn kernels.
But
kernels.
the sweet yellow
Sweet.
and
I
white.
like those are my favorite.
And this is nasty.
That looks like gravy, but it's really chunky looking.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we have a tube.
We have a tube here.
Why?
Yeah, awesome.
All right.
So, we're going to play a game called Floob, and we're going to do 6th grade round, 7th grade round,
Yes.
8th grade round,
Yes.
and a leader round,
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
The object of this game is we're going to put one of our awesome Thanksgiving
items
items into this tube.
from our cornucopia.
Yeah, and we're all going to count down, and your goal is to blow into the tube
Yes.
as hard as you can the food into the opponent's mouth on the
Yes.
other side of the tube.
Does everyone understand what
That
we're doing?
is the goal.
Do you want to play?
Yes.
What grade are you in? You're in 6th grade, dude.
6th
That's
grade?
cool. All right, I need somebody to. I'm kidding. You can compete. Hop up. That's cool.
Yeah.
You want to
We-
pick the other one?
Yeah, we got one. You pick them. You pick 'em.
Oh, this is awesome.
Here, come right over here to this side. Yeah. We need one. We need one more.
What grade are you in? 7th. I might come back to you. I need another 6th grader.
We got right front.
You
right up
sound
here.
really excited.
You want to play?
Really excited.
You're in 6th?
You're in
yeah, come
6th?
on in here. Come on in here. Yeah, awesome. Cool.
All right.
Here, we're gonna. What are you thinking? I would normally start with like
I tell you what, Kenneth, what's your favorite Thanksgiving item?
out of that.
The turkey
turkey.
first?
Y-
All right,
you guys
yeah, let's
like?
do
You
that.
guys like turkey? Oh, awesome. That's perfect. He said no. All right, so we got some turkey. Y'all are gonna see it going in the tube. That's good, right there, right there. Oh, that's a lot. That is a ton. Good job with that. All right, so now we do have one rule. We do have one rule. If you feel like you're about to pass out, you need to stop and take a breath. Because we
Please stop.
have had a student pass out at Fuse Camp from
Yeah.
playing a similar
A
game.
similar game.
Not this game.
It
not
wasn't
this game.
worthy of the name of
So,
Floob.
It's very simple. You're,
Yep.
you're going to hold that right here.
I feel like we should hold this up. Can everyone see this?
Can you guys
How
see that?
disgusting this is?
That's wonderful.
This is awesome.
That is wonderful.
All right, what's your name?
Hold on.
What's your name?
Christopher.
Awesome. What's yours?
Will.
Will versus
Christopher
Christopher.
and Will.
You're gonna hold this. You get what you're gonna do. All right. Will you introduce these fine gentlemen? We have Christopher and we have Will. You only
No,
have
I
to
will
do
not
this once.
introduce. I am not going to introduce tonight. My voice is gone. So here's
All
what
right.
we're going to do. We're going to count down 1, 2, 3. Just hold it. Just hold it. Just
All
hold
right,
it. Just hold it.
Christopher, you're gonna stand right here, my man.
Okay, right there. We're going to count down, okay?
Hey, has anybody been to SeaWorld? Quick raise of hands. Yeah? Did you guys like it? One thing I learned when I went to SeaWorld, has anybody gotten to sit in the splash zone? You guys are in the spray zone.
Just be heads up.
You guys are also in
Heads
the
up.
spray zone.
So
This is awesome.
we're going to have you guys help us. We're going to go 3, 2, 1,
What?
floob, and then you will start, okay?
I'm gonna stand farther
You
back.
have to blow in that as hard as you can. Try to get it, push that towards him. He's going to be doing the same. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready?
Count.
3, 2, 1. Floob! You got to get it.
You gotta take multiple
Take
breaths.
a breath. Take a breath.
Multiple
Take-
breaths.
Oh, it's coming. Blow. Blow. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Is it too much?
Oh, no.
Oh, nasty.
Does it taste good? Is that good or gross?
They got sprayed. I think these guys.
Oh,
are-
Nick. Look at Nick's face. He's got turkey
All right,
all over
that's
him.
awesome.
Awesome.
Thank
Hey,
you. Great
good
job.
work. Good work.
I'll take this.
Good
Let's
work.
let's dump it
Let's
that
dump
way.
this real quick.
This is gross.
Lift that guy up. All right, the good thing is all the other ones will taste a little bit like turkey.
Yeah.
So
All right.
win for everyone.
Nope. No throwing up. Are you in 7th grade?
Here we go. We need
All right. I
we
need 7th graders. I need 7th
we need
graders.
2 7th graders.
He's not gonna do it. 7th graders.
You guys got to back up a little bit. Back up a little
You
bit.
gotta back
a little
up.
bit.
If you're in the front, you gotta sit down so people can see. You wanna play right there? All right. Yeah. Let's do that.
Where
Let's
is
do
this playing?
let's do a ladies round.
A ladies,
round? Yeah.
Is there another
7th grade lady?
Is there another
who wants to
7th
play?
grade lady? 7th grade
No.
lady that wants to play.
7th grade late? Nope. Nope.
A 7th grade lady. A
7th grade lady. We're gonna
that
give
wants
them
to play.
1, 2, 3.
Where?
You played
Where?
last week,
we got
Jason.
back there? Do you want to play? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah! All right, come on. Come on in. Yes. I love this. Just so you know, we care about your being clean here, cleanliness. I have no idea. But, okay, never mind. We don't care about cleanliness.
We don't care about cleanliness?
We're just going to use it.
All
Sorry.
right. I need somebody to choose. What's our next ingredient? Kenneth. Kenneth says corn. Corn.
Corn. Corn is good. Corn tastes good. Corn tastes a lot better than what we just had. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get some corn in there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
It's mostly liquid. This is gross. Look
That
at it.
is your
Stands
side.
up in the corn. That's gross. All right. What's your name?
Maggie,
Maggie.
Maggie and
Natalie.
Maggie versus
Natalie.
Natalie.
Awesome.
Look at all the cell phones.
oh, I love
All
it.
right,
Hey
quick
guys.
round.
Hey family.
Round of applause. Who's gonna win? We got Maggie, and we've got Natalie.
Ooh.
It's about even.
This is good.
All
I like
right.
this. All right, remember,
Y'all know I'ma back
it's
up.
3, 2, 1, floob, and then you go. Ready? Here we go.
Maybe.
3, 2,
Oh, this is
1,
gross.
floob.
You gotta take multiple breaths.
Oh, there is corn
Multiple
everywhere.
breaths.
There's corn everywhere. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, that was good. Real good. Hey, that's a good round right there.
I lied. The splash zone was on this side. Ooh, that's nasty. That's nasty. Yeah.
We're gonna try to dump this. Hold on. Here we go. It's gonna splash. All right, here we go. Hey, why don't we get some 8th graders?
Don't throw the corn.
8th grade.
8th grade.
Where's
8th
our
grade.
8th grade? Look at this. You want to
Would
do
you
it?
wanna play?
Yeah, come on up here.
He doesn't want to
Right
play.
here.
He
We need an
does-
8th grader.
He doesn't want to play. Who wants to play? I need somebody who wants to play.
8th grader.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
boy.
Love this.
All right, hold that.
Here, give me this.
All right. Potatoes.
Potatoes have to go
Potatoes are my
first.
favorite part.
Here we go. Let's pour this in. So, whoever made these messed up because it's really runny potatoes, so. Beautiful. Oh, it smells wonderful. I might eat
It
my
reeks of onions and chives.
I'm gonna put my whole Thanksgiving meal in a blender and eat it through this straw. Just saying. Here we go. So, are you ready? What do you? You need to put that in your
Oh,
mouth.
not standing there.
Your goal is to get him ready. Here we go.
Where do we stand?
I'm gonna
Safe.
stand over here.
Nowhere
Here we
is
go.
safe.
Remember, count down with us. 3, 2, 1, floob. Ready? 3,
3,
2, 1, floob. Oh! Oh! You done him. You just. I don't even know what happened. What was that?
He played the upper hand. Oh, no.
Yep. This is really gross in here.
This is so nasty.
It smells like butter. All right, let's dump this.
All right.
No, or do you want to just put gravy in it?
Huh?
Because mashed potatoes and gravy goes together
Yes,
wonderful.
absolutely. All right. Here's the question. We've done 6. We've done 7th. We've done 8th. Who wants to see a leader round? Yeah? All right. We want to see a leader round. Jonathan, let's go. Let's go. That is disgusting. It looks like you added regular milk
Look at it.
and chocolate
This
milk
is mashed
together.
potatoes and gravy. There isn't any more except just corn. So that's pretty much
That's
everything
disgusting.
that's left.
Here's the question. How far back can we stand?
All right, here's the rule though. Here's the rule. Here's the rule. You can't take it out and spray it at people. You have to try to win.
You got to try to win
You
it.
got to try to win.
And you got to take multiple breaths. The key is you can't just, you'll pass out. All right.
Here we go.
Do we want
Ready?
to count all together?
Let's all count. Ready? Here we go. 3,
3, 2,
1,
go!
Oh, this is. Oh!
Oh, no, he's drinking it. He's drinking it. That's disgusting.
I can't look. Oh my. Oh.
Taylor has a real.
I almost threw up in my shirt. In my shirt. Oh my gosh. Did you just drink it?
Yeah,
Oh my
he did.
gosh. I can't. I can't even.
You got to go somewhere else. All right,
Can't
ladies
even.
and gentlemen, thank you for playing Floob with us. If I can get you all to do one thing, go ahead and have a seat and turn your attentions to the screen. We're going to laugh together.
The annual Thanksgiving fire.
Real slow.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. Call the fire department. 911, call 911. I don't know, just put the whole lid over the whole thing. Kill the fire. You don't want no air, no oxygen. Turkey's too big.
Everybody ready? We're going to fry turkey now.
Kirk, you're burning the house!
Holy moly!
I'll have to shave for a week.
Dude, I know that is entertaining, but when you are near one of those when they're on fire, it is not fun. I was near one before. It's pretty scary. Hey, we are so glad you guys are here. And tonight our order is a little different, but we did that intentionally because we want to do something different right now in this moment. We would love for you guys to move towards your small group leader somewhere in this room and circle up. Here, wait. Before you go, hold up. Shh. Before you go, we want you guys as a group to discuss this one question, okay? We're going to give you a few minutes, and then we're going to move on. But we want you to take this time serious. It's fun. You're with your friends. You're with your small group. Here's the question. Shh. Guys, listen. Here's the question. What is your favorite thing about church? What is your favorite thing about church? Talk about that amongst your small group.
so raise your hand if you are like me and you love a good buffet. I love a good buffet. So I do have a couple of favorites. Probably my favorite buffet here in town is the lunch buffet at Michelangelo's, which is right over here, and I can eat like 3 slices of pizza for the price of 2. It's awesome. All right. Another favorite buffet here in town is Wild Wing Cafe. Now, Wild Wing Cafe's buffet was awesome because there was a season when you could go there and order anything you wanted off the menu and they just keep bringing it to you. But now they've got a little buffet and you have to go through the line. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, you guys are talking too? Oh, cool. Oh, I'm the one doing the talk. Oh, okay, cool. All right, we're going to pay attention up here now. Awesome. So, Michelangelo's, Wild Wing Cafe, 2 of my favorites. But I do have an ultimate favorite buffet. It's not in Wilmington, and it is not Cece's Pizza. That's Taylor's favorite. My favorite buffet is Captain George's in Myrtle Beach. There it is right there. All right, so yeah, my son is the same. Now, here's why. I'm a big seafood fan, and I grew up going to Myrtle Beach all the time when I was a kid, and I love crab legs. It is my favorite thing in the world to eat. And so here's the thing though. Here's what's crazy about this buffet. When I was looking for pictures of the buffet to put up there, I saw this picture. Go ahead and put the next one up. I didn't even realize till today that the buffet tables had these gigantic sails on them because I'm not looking up. I honestly didn't even realize. I was like, no way. Because I'm like surveying. I'm not looking up, I'm looking down. And here's what I love about buffets, especially this one. When you go to an awesome buffet, you can bypass everything you're not into. And like even at Captain George's, there's a ton of things that I'm actually into. I would love to eat on their buffet, but I'm like, I don't care. Because if it's not a crab leg, I don't want to eat it. So I'm like, the crab legs are in the back. They've got 2 stations, and I'm like beeline. I'm like, I'm not paying attention to anything else. That's the beauty of a buffet, right? You can choose, you can find a couple of things that you love, and you can just ignore the rest. Like my wife will get a salad when we go to start off at Captain George's. I'm like, that is the dumbest thing. Why would you fill your stomach with something lame like lettuce? And then so I love buffets. Another type of buffet is what I'm calling a digital buffet, right? You guys especially, live in an age of digital buffet. And what I mean by digital buffet is Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, Disney Plus, right? Here's the thing. We love, my kids do this. The beauty of a digital buffet is you can sit there with the remote, you can sit there and you can bypass everything you're not interested in. You start something you don't like, boop, push back. I'm going to find something else I like. You get to pick what you want, and you watch what you like, and you ignore everything that you don't. And really what it is, if we're honest with ourselves, it looks a lot like this. It's sitting, relaxing, holding the remote control, looking at a screen, consuming content, consuming information, and really, if we're honest with ourselves, we're ignoring other things around us. We're bored. Eventually, if you're anything like me, I start watching, and after a while, how many episodes of iCarly can you watch, right? I mean, like, anything really. I mean, I get bored, and the truth is, you're sitting there consuming, not really engaging. It's super easy to check out, not really actively involved in what's happening on the screen. bored, and lazy. And sometimes we treat the church a lot like the remote control. Sometimes we treat church or going to Tsunami, which is church, right? We treat it a lot like we treat it like a remote control. I'm going to bypass the things I don't like. I'm going to ignore the things I don't really care about. I'm going to find what I like, and I'm going to focus on that, and I'm just going to consume. Make sure I get what I want. Make sure I get what I enjoy. Yeah, the games, they could be better. Yeah, it's easy to complain about things. The sermon was kind of boring. The music, they only played one song that I like. And we it's easy to nitpick, and it's easy to just sit there and kind of just be a consumer. A lot of times, we treat the church like it's a buffet. We get the things that we like, and we sit there and we just consume, and we take. And it's all about what we can get out of church. And maybe there are certain things you really enjoy. And maybe you're here because your friends are here. That's not a bad thing. Maybe you're here because you think the guys are hot. I don't know why you would, but or the girls are really cute, or you like the music. Listen, our music's incredible, and there's really nothing wrong with saying, "Hey, I love going to Tsunami and listening to the music, or singing the music, or hearing the band, or all that kind of stuff." But oftentimes, we kind of sit and we just kind of consume and watch, and what's in it for me? What am I going to get? What did I get out of church? What did I learn today? And eventually, we end up the same way when we're watching Netflix. Not really engaged, inactive, bored, and lazy. Or playing on your phone when somebody's speaking. I know. Yeah. I'm glad you guys are comfortable laying on the floor, though. You know, and then he was actually just treating me like he does Netflix. He'll get Netflix going and then just play on his phone. All right, so my question tonight is this. Here's my question. What if church is something else completely? What if church is something else completely? What if it's not supposed to be like how we treat a remote control? So, we're in this series. We're wrapping it up tonight, the last one. Okay, last week Mike was here. He did an incredible job talking about, wrapping up this story that kind of starts at creation and weaves its way, if you're familiar with the Bible, through the Old Testament and promise and God's faithfulness, into the New Testament about the rock, and then Jesus gets on the scene and he lives this incredible life. He's born in this incredible way, which we're going to celebrate in the next month. Lives this life of miracles and changing the way that people think about God and the church and everything, and then he dies. He goes to the cross and dies, and Jeff came and talked about that. And then Mike came last week and talked about what happened on that Sunday, that first Easter, where Jesus, the resurrection changed everything. Imagine being one of the disciples. Imagine being one of Jesus' 12 closest friends, and your best friend that you've just spent 3 years doing ministry with and living with and just kind of doing life together for 3 years. He dies, and then he's resurrected. I mean, that's crazy. In a span of 3 days, your best friend dies, and then he's back to life. You're probably thrown for a little bit of a loop. And what happens is Jesus kind of shows himself. He reveals himself to the disciples and a number of his followers. And he's like, hey, look, I'm here. What death tried to do was unsuccessful. I'm alive. And it must have changed what they were thinking. What Jesus did is he said, meet me on this hillside. He told all his followers, meet me on this hillside. I'm going to show up, and I'm going to teach you guys something. And here's what he said. This is what Matthew chapter 28 says. Jesus said this. He said, all authority in heaven and earth has been given to me. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age. And that was it. And Jesus, the Bible describes him as ascending kind of up to heaven. He left them with a mission. He said, they were probably wondering, what do we do now? I mean, he died and he's back. What's going on? What are we supposed to do with this? And he leaves them with this message. He says, all authority has been given to me. Hey, look, you guys get this, right? I'm God. I died, I'm back. God's given me all this authority. Jesus is saying, I've got all this authority. So because I'm in control, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go and make disciples. Go and tell people what it looks like to live the life that they were created to live. Teaching them to obey what I've commanded you, and I'm going to be with you. What if the church is actually a place that we can gather, which gathering is awesome. I think there's a reason for us to gather. There's a reason for us to be together. I think we should be together. I think we should get together so we can have community. I think we should get together so we can sing songs of worship. I think we should get together so we can learn from each other. I think it's important for us to gather. I think, you know how crazy it is that this is the largest gathering of middle schoolers in town outside of your schools? Every week, we have the largest gathering of middle schoolers outside of your schools. It's important for you to see that there are other middle schoolers that actually care about a walk with God. That's a reason to gather. But we don't just have church so we can gather. What if church was a place that we could gather so we could go? What if the church wasn't like a remote control, but it was a little more like, hold on a second. What if, hold on. What if the church, listen, was a lot more like this? Shh. What if the church was a lot more like a set of keys? See, this is sitting back and consuming. I think the church is a lot more like a set of car keys. Car keys are like a prized possession to someone your age, but even to my age. You know what car keys represent? They represent freedom. They represent movement. They represent the ability to go and to be a part of adventures, to be a part of something bigger than myself, than just who I am. What if the church was a lot more like that? What if it was more like a set of car keys? What if the church was a lot more about going out and having adventures, being active, sharing with others? Here's the truth. You know why school is boring? School is boring because sometimes it just gets really repetitive just to sit and to listen and to learn. To sit and just listen and consume information. You know when school's not boring? When you're out doing stuff. When you get to go on a field trip. When you get to dissect an animal. When you get to create something. When you're putting all that knowledge. See, college is a great time, and I learned a ton at college about being a teacher, but it was boring. Until I actually got into a classroom and got to apply what it was that I learned. Then my life became much more exciting because I was taking everything that I had consumed and started using it in the way I was supposed to as a teacher. So, what does it mean for you guys to go? What does it mean to go? How can you guys apply this idea that the church is actually a place not just to gather, but to go out and make a difference, to tell people about Jesus, to make disciples, to make a difference in people's lives? It looks like this. There's 3 ways I think you guys can do it as middle schoolers. And here's the crazy thing. You guys you're finally at the point where you can own this. you as middle schoolers are at the point where you're making transition in your life from just sitting around and going to church with your family to actually being able to make decisions about this kind of stuff. That's why we love doing Tsunami. So, how can you do it? 3 ways. First, you can live it out. If you're here and you say, yes, I'm a Christian, I'm a follower of God, one of the best ways to make disciples, one of the best ways to go and have an active faith, to treat your faith in church like it's a set of car keys, is to just live out the faith that you have. To be a person of integrity, to be a kind person, someone who loves people, to live out what you say it is that you believe, to make God look attractive to other people, to make church and living as a Christian attractive. You doing that is going to draw more people to wanting to be a disciple of Christ than almost anything you could do. Second thing you can do is you can invest in someone. My guess is that you are around people every day that need someone to invest in them, to take an interest in them, to actually want to spend time with them. What would it look like for you to invest your time and your energy into someone else that's around you? I think it would make a huge impact. And it's a way to go, to do what Jesus said, to go and make disciples. And the last thing you can do, and I think our church is great at this, giving middle schoolers, and wherever, maybe you go to a different church than Port City, but wherever it is that you go to church, one of the best things that you can do to go is to serve somewhere, to actually take your time and invest it by serving. There are lots of ministries all around town where if you talk to your parents, I'm sure they would take you to get involved and start serving. But guys, sitting here at church, week in, week out, and just consuming, it's boring. And I'll tell you, if you do that for the rest of your time while you're in school, middle school, high school, your faith will not become real. It won't. Our faith cannot become real when we're just sitting here consuming. You have to take what you learned and what you're growing in, and you have to go. So, my challenge to you tonight, when we get to small group, we're going to spend some time singing and celebrating. Hey, an end of an 8-week series, that's a big deal. We're going to sing. But when you go to small group, I want you to ask yourself, which of these 3 areas do you need to work on in order to go? Do you need to work on living it out, what you believe? Do you need to work on investing someone? Or do you need to find a place to start serving? Let's pray. God, thank you for each and every student here tonight. Thank you for the leaders that have chosen to serve and to invest. Thank you for the adults that are in this room that are modeling what it means to be the church and are not just consuming, but are also investing in the next generation of students and modeling it to our students. So God, I pray that middle schoolers here tonight, in the midst of distractions and crazy games and all the things that we do here at Tsunami to engage students, I pray that they would be willing to look in their hearts and ask themselves, have I been a consumer? And am I ready to start going and living out my faith and investing in people and serving? God, I believe that they're ready to do it. I believe that middle schoolers have the capacity to make a difference and to be the church. And I just pray that they be willing to take that step. And I pray that in your name. Amen.
We're going to worship tonight. Are you guys ready to worship? If you're here and ready, would you just raise your hand? Let's turn our attention towards him. And I love what Brett said. Brett says that we need to go and become disciples of God and spread his news. But before we do that, we need to experience Jesus. We need to be in his presence, and we need to know what that looks like so we can take other people into that place as well. So let's worship tonight with all we've got. Are you guys ready? the chasm that lay between us, how high the mountain I could not climb. In desperation, I turned to heaven and spoke your name into the night. Then through the darkness, your loving kindness tore through the shadows of my soul. The work is finished, the end is written. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Who could imagine so great a mercy? What heart could fathom such boundless grace? The God of ages stepped down from glory to wear my sin and bear my shame. The cross has spoken, I am forgiven. The King of Kings calls me his own. Beautiful Savior, I'm yours forever. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Hallelujah, praise the one who set me free. Hallelujah, death has lost its grip on me. You have broken every chain. There's salvation in your name, Jesus Christ, my living hope. Then came the morning that sealed the promise. Your very body began to breathe, and out of the silence, the roaring lion declared the grave has no claim on me. Come on, you sing. Then came the morning. Then came the morning that sealed the promise. Your very body began to breathe, and out of the silence, the roaring lion declared the grave has no claim on me. Jesus, yours is the worship you. You are here, You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. So we declare this out. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. And you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. And you are here and turning lives around. I worship you. I worship you. We believe you are here and mending every heart. I worship you. I worship you. We declare it out. You are here and touching every heart, everyone. I worship you. I worship you. And you are here, healing every heart. I worship you. Lord. I worship you. We declare you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Oh, you are. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Oh, you are. Yeah. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. And waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Yeah, that is who you are. We declare that is who you are. Come on. That is who you are. That is who you are. Lift it up. And that is who you are. We believe that is who you are. And that is who you are. That is who you are. Oh, it's who you are. Oh, you're making a way. And even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop working. You never stop, you never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop. Come on, we declare this out. Never stop, you never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop working. You never stop, you never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop working. You never stop. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Oh, you make it a way. Waymaker, miracle
darkness. My God, that is who you are. Oh, you're making a way for us. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Oh, you're making a way. It's who you are. Yeah. Oh, you're making a way. Yeah, I love that promise that He is always making a way for us. And that's what He does. He is a miracle worker. We're going to be singing this song that we've done a couple of times, but it talks about that. It talks about that promise, how He is always working and that He is a miracle worker in our lives. We're going to be singing the story of Jesus and what He has done in our lives and how love changes everything. All for love. It was for love that He came down, that all for love that He died on the cross, and all for love He rose from the grave. And that's what we're declaring tonight. So let's celebrate that truth as we sing this one more song. He has walked upon the open waters. The sea was calm with just a word from Him. He has fought the raging war of sorrow. And when He speaks, a whisper shouts from Him. We sing, I see a miracle in an empty grave. The one we thought was dead has come to life again. I see a miracle in every chain you break. The power of heaven roaring within me. He will lift the anxious and the weary, calling home the burden and the lost. And I am proof that you delight in second chances. I am proof of the power of the cross. I see a miracle in an empty grave. The one we thought was dead has come to life again. I see a miracle in every chain you break. The power of heaven roaring within. We declare it all for love. You rose triumphant. All for love. You are all for love. And all for love. You came back for me. All for love. All for love. And all for love. My name is worthy. And all for love. You come. And all for love. Your scars cried mercy. And all for love. All for Jesus Christ, passion is His name. He traded all His glory for our shame. Amen. And like He rose in freedom from the ashes, we declare we will rise from death to life is a beautiful truth that we can celebrate tonight. Would you pray with me real quick? Father, we thank you for that truth. We thank you for the power that is within us. God, we thank you that you are love and that you are always for us. In Jesus' name, amen. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? Real quick, before we head to small groups, I got 2 quick things for you, okay? Next week is Tsunami on the Go, which means we don't meet here on Wednesday night, that you meet somewhere in Wilmington with your small group to hang out, do something fun, be together, and still have community. It's pretty awesome. Lastly, too, Thanksgiving week, we will not have Tsunami at all. No On the Go, we won't be here. So On the Go next week, we are off Thanksgiving week. We want you guys to head on to small groups. If you don't know where to go, meet us in the lobby. But if you came with a friend, head with them to their small group. Thanks, guys.